Hello everyone, what is going on? My name's Newbie Warrior and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos here every single day, so if you like this video, maybe consider checking out some other stuff and subscribing. Today is a great day, friends, elves, and everybody else. Today is a great day because we are back to Greatest Album of All Time, which, if you do not know, is the weekly series where I go through an artist's discography and listen to every song on their album, and then decide, assign scores 1 through 10 to each of those songs, and then I find an average for every single album from an artist. The scores they're kind of important because it's just a way for me to talk about the songs and provide a context for it. But ultimately, they're not like, I'm not awarding a prize or like, you know what I mean? I will look at the scores at the end to see if anything's changed over time or anything, but ultimately this is just a fun framing device for me to do an album reaction / review that isn't just me doing an album reaction, which could get tiring and I think doesn't provide enough context. So anyway, that's how I am choosing to go through album reactions. This week I am doing 3. We were previously doing 2 greatest album of all times. I decided to add GFriend to the list. So today, Super Junior, the poll for Super Junior got the most votes with 64. And of those 64 votes, 38 votes said to do Replay next. Which is the Play Repackaged Digital Edition. I chose the Digital Edition because it has the Lo Siento card version, which normally I wouldn't listen to a song twice on an album, but because it is featuring a different artist, it's kind of like a remix of the song because the verses change and stuff like that. So I actually will be reviewing that as well. If you guys missed it, you could probably see on screen already, I have lyric videos pulled up. I'm going to be switching to lyric videos for all future greatest album of all times. I apologize, I know this will hurt the scores of some of the previous ones, and everything won't be perfectly fair and balanced for this first 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I'm new to this, still trying to figure out the format and everything. I held a poll, and I believe it was like 78% of votes said to swap to lyric videos, even if it does mean that the scores won't be entirely 100% congruent with the rest of the albums. That's just an oopsie on my part. I appreciate you guys for being patient with me for that, but just know, lyric videos going forward for greatest album of all time. I did my best to find lyric videos that at least in the top 30 or 40 comments didn't have anybody saying that the lyrics were wrong or anything. Some of the line breakdowns might be wrong. I'm not really here to analyze the line breakdowns. I might talk about it a little bit, but I'm here to listen to the songs and to have the lyrics up. Like I said, yeah, you guys know how this works. If you are not new here, then here we go. It's time for the Replay album review. Worth noting, because I'm not using Spotify anymore, I am going to not have this up while I'm going. I'm going to actually full screen. You can see I made a playlist. I will link that playlist so you guys can see which lyric videos I was using and everything. So I will have a playlist in the description below so you can see what lyric videos I use. But like I said, I did my best to find the most accurate ones, just based on the feedback I saw in the comments and the number of views and likes and everything like that. So here we go. This is Lo Siento, Leslie Grace. Let's begin the Replay reaction / review. I've heard this song. Must be said. Turn this up a little bit. The production on the song is so clean. I think Super Junior does Latin concepts better than a lot of people. Better than a lot of idol groups. Please don't let me praise you. Something slick about the way he said that line, actually. You don't need to talk. Hey, I know what Lo Siento means. Her part is... it fits so well. Oh, this song is so sexy. I forgot just how... just that simple bass hit. Whew. If there's anyone to heat up on a cold day, now it's your turn to wait. Can't deny. This breakdown, where the vocals descend. Ooh, then that bass comes in. It's so nice. Oh, that harmony too. For some reason, somehow they managed to find a blend between Spanish consonants and Korean consonants, which is really impressive because a lot of the time Spanish is spoken really hard. And I think for whatever reason, I guess presumably because they knew it would be better, they had either Leslie Grace did or somebody working with them had Leslie Grace sing a much smoother style of Spanish, which obviously Spanish music can be very, very, very smooth, and this has a Latin jazz flair specifically to it, which you guys know how I feel about Latin jazz already. Just don't even front. I'm all about Latin jazz. And so it's really cool, though, that they managed to make Korean and Spanish either in harmony with each other or like right after one another actually sound as good as they did. It's kind of miraculous when you think about it. Take this back just a little bit. This whole song has just like a sexy, dangerous air about it. There's so much tension, like sexual tension in the lyrics. I love it. This is like the dance break. I like how the track layers these different elements for this breakdown so that the breakdown isn't all the same. That was cool. Ooh, this is my favorite part of the song just because of how that comes in. Like I said, I've definitely heard this song many, many times before and seen the video. Listen to how this... That secondary rhythm, that really deep whatever that drum is incredible. Hold up, sorry, I want to pay attention to the lyrics too, but just listen. It's really deep. This is wrong, but I can't stop. There's no reverse. This is not normal. Ooh. Oh. His rap is so swag too. It's interesting, through most of the song, Leslie Grace has kind of a huskier, sexier tone, which, like I said, works really well with the smooth, like, Latin jazz flair. But then on these, at this end, these ad-libs, or I guess it's kind of like the main line, because there's not anything else going on, but these whoa, 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 she gets really airy. And it's just, like, sharp contrast to how her part has been the whole time. Listen. Listen to how much airier that is, even to this Lo Siento. Oh, those two lines together. Oh, I forgot about Hicho's whisper rap thing. Yo, I really like whisper rap. I've noticed multiple times, I think, assuming this is actually Hicho, I think I've noticed multiple times now where he gets whisper rap parts. And he's not actually, like, listed as a rapper, at least I don't think. I think I saw a comment where somebody was saying, yeah, he actually does some rap, even though he's not the main or lead rapper. But, like, I've noticed, I think, more than once where he's got, like, kind of this, this nice whisper rap. Ooh. Listen to how he rides the Latin jazz pockets. It's not easy to rap over this type of beat, actually. Not that I've tried, but like I can guess from how the rhythm pockets sound that it wouldn't be easy to rap. I'm not a rapper, so I'm not qualified to say that. You shake me locked in this room, even hotter than... Okay. Sorry, I gotta pause it here. Alright, Lo Siento. Where is Lo Siento? I really like the song. Alright, hold on. I actually need to just move this tab over. Because... where is Lo Siento, though? That's the real question that needs to be asked, I suppose. Man, that Latin jazz flair is so nice. And then the whisper raps... like I said, the blend between Leslie Grace's voice and their voices, and the Korean and the Spanish and the English all in one song, and it sounded so good. Like, actually, I don't even know how or why. Like, this is a song that shouldn't sound good with the different elements that they have musically. And yet it does, and that makes it like... it makes it so cool. Do I like it more than... See, now I have to open a couple of these other ones really quickly. Sorry. I need reference points for what I scored some of the other songs. I don't want to forget what my Magic and Mamacita scores were like. Wow, this is Love, the repackage. So, I just need to make sure I have context for, like... Let's look... I'm just gonna... Sorry. This is gonna be a long video. If you're new to this... welcome, you're in for a feature-length reaction video, which is a thing, apparently, that I do every week now. 3 times a week. Super Junior Magic. I just need to hear just a little bit of Magic, which I gave a 7.5 last week. Because I need to know, like, what a 7.5 sounds like. Okay, so then I want to hear Devil, because I don't think it's... I think Lo Siento might be better than Magic, but not as good as Devil. For me. Sorry, like I said, this is gonna be an all over the place journey of a video, so get ready. Do we sit Lo Siento at an 8 right between them? Yeah, I think I like Lo Siento less than Devil, but more than Magic. So I think we're gonna sit it at an 8. Quickly, if this is your first time watching Greatest of All Time, Greatest Album of All Time, welcome. I allow myself to change these scores up until I lock them in at the end. So these numbers will probably change over time. Just be aware of that. Alright, let's get on to Black Suit. Here we go. Just the descending jazz piano into that really crispy synth. The song has won me over, I think. I've heard this before as well. I've reacted to a live performance. And the MV, I think, actually. I think I just posted the MV reaction. This song is so swag. Not swag, suave is the word I was trying to say there. I feel like that line is probably not perfectly translated. Because the way this is phrased is a little bit awkward, and it comes across as slightly creepy in English. Maybe not, maybe it is, but... I like this breakdown a lot. Ooh, listen to the little synths and stuff. And I dug in for aiming for a chance to captivate you. Is this whole album gonna be jazzy? Like this? Ooh, listen to that rhythm scheme with that jazz bass and the little bit of brass. I'm sorry. This album just... we're starting real good. That's all I'm saying. This breakdown. That phrasing, too. This phrasing almost reminds me of Michael Jackson on these main verse sections. Like the way that the vocal is processed and like the phrasing of it and how breathy it is. It's cool. Like I get almost to like a Michael Jackson vibe from this. But with like a dance synth behind it, and then like this jazz rhythm. Ooh! I never noticed that piano in the background before like that. Hold up. Just the piano going boom 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 boom. That's such a cool rhythm to add to this song. And they didn't add it to the second verse, so props. Ooh, the synth's building. Ooh, this breakdown. I forgot about this breakdown section too. There's like much softer, more elegant synths, and also like vocal, like sung vocal chords. Listen to this. This is gorgeous, this section. Ooh, this track moves so much. The builds too. This song is so good. Even the sound of our breathing is hot. Hold up. Heat it up all night, baby, it burns. Even the sound of our breathing is hot. Mood. Ooh. This This chance won't come back. Oh, I forgot about the end too. Oh, it's so good. Hold on. It's so good. Oh man. Oh, is it a 10? Is 10 ridiculous? Oh, I gotta hear a 10. Is this a 10? It can't be a 10 already, right? Is it a 10? Let me go hear Simply Beautiful. That was the last 10 I gave. Sorry guys, there's gonna be lots of checking, especially at the beginning of this album reaction. Okay, it's not this level. I think we're gonna go legitimately. I'm gonna start this on a 9, and that might move up or down a couple levels. But I think 9 is a really good place. I love that song. That is a hot song. Hot song. Yeah. All right, Black Suit, man. Like I said, the dynamicism. I think I used that word and invented that word last week. Whatever, I'm going with it. The track does so many interesting things, but none of them feel forced. None of them feel like it's the wrong thing to do. They all feel like a natural progression of the track, but in a way that keeps the track the best possible version of itself, which is like incredible. Hello. Man, these lyrics come on very strong. Feels like my heart will explode. Oh, this like stutter. Girl, I'm dying. Oof. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. This is and it's got a constant vibe. Like, you guys know I'm a garbage dancer, so I do my best to not dance. But I literally can't sit still listening to the song. Like, it is so jazzy and so sexy. Yeah, that's a 9 for sure. It might even go up to like a 9.5, but I need to hear some other stuff, and then we'll come back to it. But dang. Alright, let's move on to Scene Stealer. This is one I believe I've seen a live video of as well. I'm getting hip-hop vibes. Ooh. Super Justin Timberlake so far. Ooh. This is a funky bass groove. That's all I'm gonna say. Hold up. That phrase, come on my lady. Ooh, that phrasing was nice. Ooh, his diction. Listen to how he emphasizes these different syllables. Why are my favorite rap verses all Hicho? This bass line. Ooh, what was that sound? Maybe I haven't heard this. I don't remember. Listen to this. Ooh. Ooh, weird auto-tune on that vocal. So much attitude in all of these verses. I love it. This section of the song is top tier. See, I don't like this chorus is the only thing. I did like that ad-lib though. Hold up. I really don't like this either. I was super high on this song until the chorus and that breakdown. I like this. Ooh, that phrasing. Ooh. Oh, that was a nice slide. The ad-libs are nice. Really nice in the song. Okay, how do I feel about Scene Stealer? I started off thinking I was going to give it... What is going on? Okay. Not yet. I started off thinking I was going to give it, like, in the 8.5 to 9 range. Honestly, it started very strong. I loved this. I was like, okay, classic hip-hop track. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, and then I was like, oh, it's JT. It's Justin Timberlake. And I thought that this would be, like, part of the chorus, or maybe this chorus would change, or this was a pre-chorus or something. And then it went into these verses that I really, really liked, but, man, when that chorus hit the first time, my score went... And then it hit again, and the score keeps going... And then that breakdown that I really didn't like at the end. It just felt really cheesy. It felt almost Beastie Boys to me. No, not that. This first breakdown here. So this is awesome. So this breakdown is like... It's chorus, and then there's a breakdown here. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, like, they create like a Beastie Boys breakdown, which I absolutely despise. I hate the Beastie Boys so much, so this sound is not something I like. And then they go back into the chorus, so it's like chorus, this breakdown that I hate, another chorus. And then this section's really cool, like... If I had to give the chorus and that breakdown a score, it would be a 3. But if I had to give the rest of the song a score, it would be like a 9. So I don't know. Man. I'm trying to think. I think I'm gonna sit this song at a 6.5 right now. And, because that chorus, the first time I heard it at the beginning, I'm like, cool, they're going to do a JT thing, the chorus is going to change, there's going to be an A chorus and a B chorus, and like I said, the verses on this song are great, incredible, super fun funk vibe, but then the instrumental doesn't change during the entire chorus. They do add some cool ad-libs to the chorus, but not enough to distract from the chorus. I don't know. Man, those freaking choruses, and then that breakdown, the Beastie Boys breakdown is just not, that is not for me. That score might even go down. It could go up too, but we're gonna sit that at a 6.5 right now. That stupid Beastie Boys breakdown lost like 2 points. Sorry. Like, if I hear that, I just instantly hate that song a lot more than I would, or I like it a lot less. Because, like I said, I was loving this song. But no, no. I'm hard out on that sound. Yeah! Da, 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 yeah! Yo, whoa, woo, whoo, yeah, brr, brr. And then it's just the chorus instrumental that didn't change through any of the choruses again. And then another chorus. And it's like, okay, do something else. Change the instrumental by one note. Like, add another rap verse. Play just a percussion sample. Cut the track for a second. Make it come back in with a record scratch. Like, anything but that breakdown. Please. Please spare me. But the verses were incredible. They were really fun to listen to. This is a song that I'm gonna listen to a lot more than my score would indicate, but like, I'm just gonna skip that 30 seconds in the middle, or 40 seconds with those two choruses in that breakdown. I'm literally just gonna drag my finger 40 seconds on Spotify. But I'm gonna listen to the song a lot, just drag, click, drag. Anyway, here we go. Me and You. Ooh. Starting with the vocals. Ooh, the phrasing. Red lips that are more beautiful than a rose's. Okay, so this might be the first time... No, I hadn't heard Scene Stiller either. We're just restarting this. Hold up. This sounds really cool so far. Eyes that shine more than starlight in the night sky. Very poetic. This is a very Caribbean beat. We got like some sort of shaker instrument. It's not a Macarena because that would make me think more South America, but it's some sort of shake instrument. And then like that bass is very almost like a tribal bass. And you know what? You guys know how I feel about claps? This clap, not bothering me yet. So, also these vocal lines have a very, very, I don't even know what to say about the phrasing. They're just good. There's a quiet energy. I think that's what it is. Oh, what is that synth? It's like a... It sounds like it's from a horror movie, but like they made a cool instrument out of it. Oh! Sneering, I'm laughing at you. Ooh, there's so much energy behind these vocals. This rhythm's really nice. Do you know why I don't hate the clapping? Because there's something else going on. First of all, the clap isn't a generic clap. They made their own rhythm out of clapping, which is fine. I don't hate claps as a percussion instrument. That's a misconception. I hate when it's a clap that is literally a bad clap that's uninteresting. This clap rhythm is actually interesting. It's... which is not bad, actually. And for the rhythm of the song with the bass they're using and the shake weight, actually sounds pretty cool. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt the verse. Yo, we just dropped into trap. Okay. Yo, I'm really liking the vocal timbre on this song. Just how everybody is speaking. It's like this quiet, almost secret passion. It's like It's not even like a suave confidence, and it's not even like a naughty, like, it's not like, it's not giving me the same vibes that, like, Black Suit did, which is, like, really sexy, like, coming on to you, like, but it's like a quiet, like, on the down low, yo, come over here. Like, you and me. Just saying, hey, it will work pretty well. Also, shout out to Super Junior and or their producers for dropping the clap sample during the rap verse. I also love that. Aww. Ooh, did you hear the smooth transition in bass from the trap bass line back into the like the A bass line or like the chorus bass line, that Caribbean sound? Listen to this. It's like a trap bass, right? Listen to this. This is really. It didn't build into it that way, but listen to how the bass line leads. Just listen to the bass line. Oh. Ooh, the ad-libs. Ooh, the ad-libs. The low ad-libs. Yo, that synth is so cool. Such smooth phrasing. Oh, I really like that ascending line. Oh, this is cool. And then he reset lower. Ooh, that ad-lib. Wow, that is a cool song. That is a really cool song. Yo, and that's how, oftentimes I'll say like, oh, I can tell that they made the instrumental simple to let the lyrics shine, the vocals shine rather. Or I'll say like, oh, this is clearly an instrumental piece, so I don't care that the vocals are like not as technically there. This song is like, nah, screw it, we're doing both. We're gonna give you this weird instrumental that follows no conventional rules. We got freaking Caribbean drums, and then we got a freaking lowrider bass, we got some trap hits, and we got this weird like fluty horror synth going up, and then we got like, but then the vocals also are so passionately delivered and so real and so raw sounding, like the phrasing hit, and then the rap verses when they came in, and the transitions into the instrumental. And like I said, the rhythm was interesting. Even in the chorus sections, the rhythm, it didn't change from chorus to chorus, but it changed throughout the chorus, which is fine. Yeah, this is a... Is it a 10? Is it a 10? Is it better than Black Suit? Because I scored Black Suit very highly. So let's go listen to Black Suit again, just a little bit of it. I think it is because I like this synth. But you see what I'm saying in Black Suit about how, like, the sections that are the most rhythmically interesting also are the least vocally interesting, and vice versa? Like, this is really repetitive compared to Me and You, I feel like. No, which is not a knock on Black Suit. I loved Black Suit. But I think Me and You is, let me go listen to a little bit of Simply Beautiful again. Because I need to know if it's really worth the 10 or not. No, I don't think it is. It's very, very close. We're gonna tentatively give this a 9.5, and I think it's entirely possible that this ends up being a 9 and I drop Black Suit to an 8.5 or something, but who knows. This song is incredible, though. This is really, really cool. This is really, really good. I'm super excited to get into One More Chance. One More Chance. Okay. I like how, I like that phrasing, actually. That was a beautiful transfer from one note to the next. Okay, the guitar's building. Ooh. I like how real all this phrasing is. Like, in the past when I've talked about, like, these slower ballad songs, the recorded versions suffer because oftentimes they will not have as much passion in the singing. But actually, like, this so far has this quiet intensity about it. Beautiful lyrics, too. Okay. They changed up the structure of these verses this time. Okay. Ooh, I like the strings that came in for his rap verse. Those descending chords, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to the lyrics too, but those descending chords are in harmony with the descending line of his rap verse, and it's really pretty. So listen to the background chords and listen to his vocals. Just pay attention to it's like a rap sing, and then listen to the guitar, the bottom guitar, and then also the violin, and listen. It creates like a 3-part harmony chord. I really like that. Nice quiet string elements in the background too. I really like them adding the different string elements to this. It makes the track a lot better. And then they cut everything, go back to the starting guitar. And the drums and then the strings. Okay, now strings. It was interesting, they started with just the one chord, and then... I really like this, actually. I really, really like this. This is a perfect example. See, you guys say you don't like ballads, or like, oh, I see you're not as much a fan of ballads. No. If you're gonna change your instrumental, I love ballads. But you have to change your instrumental, and the studio recording better have darn passionate sounding vocals, because that's what makes a ballad for me. Lyrics were beautiful. Pretty sad, but beautiful. I'm trying to think. I think this one is going to make me move Lo Siento's score down. Because I like Lo Siento, but I like this track the same. But I actually don't think either of them is an 8. So we're gonna settle on a 7.5 here. And the reason is because I was gonna give it a 7 because there were some elements that were familiar, but the way they saved the strings for so long, and then they played with harmonies during the different verses with the instrumental and the vocalist was really cool. Cutting the drums was nice. Not my old-time favorite chord progression. It was a little bit samey of a chord progression, but the actual instrumentation and rhythm in the chord progression was pretty interesting. Like I said, the lyrics were beautiful. I was going to give this a 7, but actually, because of the lyrics, I'm going to give it a 7.5. Once again, this is going to be me kind of wrecking, the last couple of weeks. It is what it is. But, yeah, we're going to set this at a 7.5 for now. And see how I feel about the rest of the album. That was a pretty song. I liked it. On to Runaway, I think. Yeah. Wait, did I put them in the wrong order? Hold up. I gotta check the Spotify order on these. Oh. Why didn't I not just click that link? Whatever. Replay. I want to make sure I do these in the right order. One more chance, so it's Good Day for a Good Day, not Runaway next. Okay. So I did put them in the right order here. I just didn't on my... Oh yeah, I did. Never mind, I'm just stupid and can't read in order. Apparently my brain just skipped this song. Well, we're not going to skip it in the reaction, don't worry. Here we go. Ooh, hold up. Hold on, I'm not ready for this. I know I need to stop saying here we go. When I'm editing, I'm like, wow, I just heard the word here we go like 38 times. So I can't promise I'm going to stop, but I'm going to promise that I'm going to make a conscious effort to minimize it. I just almost said it again. Ooh. Establish the funk. Yes, give me the funk. Okay. So, I know that these line breakdowns aren't always right. But I think I'm noticing a pattern that I really like Yesung, and Heechul the most consistently, where I'm like, ooh, a line, and then I look, and it ends up being one of them. I don't know. Maybe that's just maybe that's incorrect. Maybe some of the lyric videos are incorrect, but you guys will have to tell me if you notice this as well. But like multiple times, I'm like, his delivery is so. Ooh, where are we going? Where are we dropping to? Ooh, the longer brass. I thought they'd go with short hits there. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Is that electric guitar? Shake it, it's time to make yourself explode. Ooh, the builds! Yo, this track has crazy transitions. Hold up. Listen to how they're using like almost like a stutter effect on their transitions. And then I expect the brass to go bam, 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 but it actually holds and then descends. I like that. Ooh. I like the phrasing of that for some reason, how it sounds. Whatever he said again in Korean, or like whatever this last Korean word is before yes okay, for some reason it sounds really good with the way he said yes okay. Hold up. Listen to this line again. I really like that. Ooh. This instrumental is cool. It's like really minimal here. Ooh, vocals. Oh, their transitions. I want to say that's a trombone because of how it slid. Or it's supposed to be a trombone. It doesn't sound like a real trombone, but maybe it is. Okay, the ad-libs. Yo, hold up. It's a good song for a good song. Jeez. I really, really liked the phrasing. All of the vocals on this song are, like, dope. And, the transitions. Oh, this verse is my favorite on this song. But the transitions between, like, they have, like, these dancey transitions between, it's, like, jazz, funk-inspired, cool, a little bit sultry, like, single verses. And then it'll be, like, now, like an actual drop or a build. And you think it's gonna drop or build into a dance drop. So it's building, 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 building. And then you get this really long brass. It's like pulsing. That is cool. And you know what, that chorus? I don't actually dislike it. I think it's fine. And like the old like 90s hip-hop transition on between this verse, I like that they didn't use the same transitions for every verse. They mixed it up. Really good delivery on all of the vocal lines. Yeah, this is really, really a cool song. I really like it. I think this is an 8 for me. We're gonna sit it at an 8. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna put this. I think I'm gonna sit this at an 8. That could go up. Part of me wants to give this an 8.5, but I'm not sure yet. I feel better about an 8 in the moment. So like I said, we'll probably come back to it. You guys know how this works. It's a delusion of madness. But here we go. We're moving on to Runaway now. Okay. It started, I like that. What is that low bassy synth? It sounds almost like a fart. It's like it's almost like a saw. It's like a brassy synth, and then they turn it into a saw for the last 30%. It like fades into a saw, so it's like, boom, and then it gets grimy at the end. I like it. Ooh. That was definitely a Michael Jackson call out, right? Lots of brass on this album. Pretty vocals. I don't like this chorus. I like this rap verse a little bit. That's pretty. I like that upper percussion rhythm. Nice strings. Why the chorus? Sorry guys, not impressed so far by this chorus. Okay, I like this. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the fact that they changed this chorus, but I also don't like what they changed it to. That was nice, that brass. Okay, I like that they're doing this. This is good that they changed it up. They did switch it up a lot, which I'm grateful for. That's pretty. Okay, so people are gonna hate me for my opinion on this song. The reason is because normally I have a lot of things to pick on when I don't like something. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just hear a song and I'm like, it's doing a lot of cool things that I normally point out and praise in other songs. But for whatever reason, it's not landing. And that's this song for me. I will say the chorus is... It's grinding. I do not like this chorus at all. Run away. It's just, I'm not trying to make fun of how they sung it. The delivery's not the problem. The writing's not even the problem. I don't know. I just really dislike how it sounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you a bunch of really cool things that this song did to appreciate the song. Not that I have to justify my score, it's my opinion, but... And then I'm gonna completely ignore all of those really cool things because I just don't like how it sounds. I really liked how the chorus switched up. The first two choruses were the same, which if I liked the chorus wouldn't have been a problem. But then they went into this chorus where they cut it completely, and then the next chorus they added like a lot more brass and a lot different guitar riffs and things like that. The use of electric guitar was really cool in this song. I endlessly fill my memories with you. It's just... The problem is I just don't like how it sounds. Which is like a mean and irrational thing to say. It's like... This is weird, because I built my rating system... Like... To me, this isn't even close to Scene Stealer. Because, like, it might have even smarter songwriting than that song. I don't know. I think we're gonna sit on a 5 on this guy. Oh, no, because it's not fair because of the... We're gonna go with a 5-5. We're gonna go with a 5-5. A 5-5 for the electric guitar and for actually switching up your chorus, which is, I know, not an easy thing to do in songwriting. But, like, I just hate how it sounds. Like, there's not even... I don't even have rational reasons to give. It's just, like... It just didn't work for me. It's just, like... I'm gonna skip... Like, let me put it this way. If I hear this song on any playlist or any... in my library anywhere, like, I'm gonna instantly skip it 100% of the time. So it's like, can I honestly give it a higher score for good songwriting? I mean, maybe, but I'm not actually a music critic. I'm a reaction channel. I'm just giving my opinion of what I like. And so, I don't know. Like, we're gonna give this a 5-5. 5-5, but well written. That's what I'm gonna say. Which should bump it up, but like literally I never want to hear that song again. And that's not that sounds way more mean than I intended. It's just I don't like that genre of music. I don't like how it sounds. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you love that song. At least I'm not like crapping on the songwriting. I just don't like how it sounds. So, here we go. Let's move on to Super Duper. I don't know if I've heard this or not. Ooh. Definite. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Yo, this song is weird. I wasn't ready. Ooh, it's got like a sexy rap producer, not like a rap producer who's sexy. It's got like a rap producer tag with like the sexy female vocal. T1 Sound Production, is that what she said?
T1 Sound Production.
Wait, hold on. I just want to hear the tag, I'm curious.
T1 Sound Production.
T1 Sound Production. These basses though. Oh, that is a brassy synth. Listen to how distorted this is. Boom, 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 boom. Listen to this. Ooh. Oh, the use of rhythm in this song is awesome. The bass line is in weird. I don't even know how to count what time signature this is in because everything is so all over the place. They're skipping beats that don't make sense to skip. I love it. That rap verse was very, very, very confident. Like, my man, Heechul. Ooh, and he hit every single one of those beats literally perfectly. I mean, I'm sure it was produced to make them line up, but listen to how cleanly produced this is. This is absurd. Where's it going? Where's it going? I don't know. Okay, it's going back to this. Cool, cool, cool. We got like a bell. Wait, this might be a translation error. Newborn, hold up. This might be a translation. Newborn babies who lost the way gather here and push everything away. Take them away before they stray away. Maybe it's not. Oh, Shindong. He's got like a real hip hop edge to his voice here. Oh, he went to the triplet flow, which normally I don't love, but the fact that he swapped into it from I do like any flow switch in a rap verse. Listen to this. He completely swaps his flow. This is cool. I do feel the hook. Oh, this build though, I want to mosh to it so bad. Oh, it's so good. Ooh, we're getting some ad-libs in there too. We got like I can't get past the Soldier Boy. You. Super duper. Yo, the sexy jazz ad-libs in the middle of this make no sense, and it makes me so happy. Ooh, that call and repeat. Oh! Can they even put these type of vocals on a track like this? What? It's like classical vibrato low jazz singing. They had so much fun with this song, I guarantee you. Yo, these ad-libs are so good. Ooh, the ad-lib! I freaking love that song to a level that you don't understand. It's like almost a meme, but like they delivered it so passionately. It's like, this should be kind of a fun, jokey song, but the way they delivered it so seriously. Also, this beat is disgusting. Oh, and look at those lyrics. I forgot to mention this on Heechol's verse. Whenever I show up, all over the place I can hear Oppa. That is actually a tough line. Like, he's just like, I mean, I'm sure it's true with how many years. Of course, I don't know when this album came out, but I'm sure that's true. Like, at this point, you know, they are the second gen gods, so, of idols. So I'm sure wherever they show up, they can, you know, they get all of the attention, but it's still just a tough line the way he delivered it. Everywhere. And then, with nice call out to, like, Pitbull. They got, like, a Pitbull swag here. Mr. Simple, reference back to their old stuff. Or older. Ooh, their use of rhythm on the instrumental and the vocal delivery is incredible. This song is a 10. It's a 10. It's so different from all the other 10s, but it's a 10. I'm sorry, it's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. Freaking love it. That song, in sharp contrast to Runaway, also well written. I think this song was better written slightly, but their writing is close. But like, this song is a song I will listen to forever in every playlist, as opposed to Runaway, which I will never listen to again on purpose. This song is actually ridiculously fun to listen to. They used like 18 different time signatures in this song, I swear. It just kept changing rhythm structures. The samples they played with too. And then, can we talk about this rap line? Like, we had Unhyuk, which I'm used to killing rap verses. Heechul, who you guys have told me, or I guess I've noticed, he consistently kills rap verses, despite, I don't know, I don't think he's part of like the main rapper, right? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. I haven't looked at their K profiles yet. And then we have Siwon. Like, everybody killed their rap lines, but this flow switch had me shook. He got in his freaking trap triple it flow. This song has so much swag, so fun to listen to, so well written technically from a rhythm standpoint. Like, unbelievable what they did with the, like, I need to be more musically qualified and trained than I am to actually tell you why this song is so rhythmically interesting. So I'm sorry I can't even do that. But I can tell you that it is not like almost anything I've ever heard before in my life. So, it's incredible. Alright, on to the lucky ones. Ooh! Okay. I like this so far. Is this a... Oh, it's not what I wanted. I was gonna say, is this a flex song? But no. Ooh, I like the way the rest of that beat came in. Ooh, that was a fun string hit. Hold up. That was a violin, I think, right? Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful lyric. Ooh. The production on this track.
Let's go.
Beautiful phrasing. The vocals showcased on this are really nice. I like that phrase. The song resembles you drunk in music. It's a really impactful lyric, actually. Those ad-libs are really good. Little I like that little hype. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, I need to call out this whole section because it's really cool. So, after this chorus, I'll pause it and talk about it, and then play it again so you can hear what I'm talking. Okay, so I'll never let go. This is after every chorus. Okay. What's cool is there's opposite tones here. So there's like literally opposing tones in their vocals here. So Yesung has this really bright, almost sharp tone to his voice for this whole section, which is very beautiful. So listen to that. And then everybody else has a more chill, like a warmer, rounder tone. Whereas his tone is very sharp and pointed. He's like, Yesung is like driving these phrases at you. He's like throwing them at you, right? And you can't ignore them and they're just hitting you. And everybody else is like rounding around you and kind of bending the track with their vocals. So it's like this really cool back and forth where they go like Yesung voice line and then somebody else, and then Yesung voice line and then somebody else. This is a really cool thing that I heard. Do you see what I'm talking about? And then they carry that over. Ooh. The vocals on this song are incredible and how they're used. Wow. That is cool. That is really, 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 really cool production. The chorus got a little repetitive for me, but they added so many ad-libs that it almost wasn't the chorus. It was almost different the few times after that, so I'm not even gonna dock it really for that. Yo. Beautiful lyrics and just cool production and writing with the vocals and how they balance the track with the instrumental. Really nice. Really, 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 really nice. As a matter of fact, I need to make a callback to Devil, I think. Again. Actually, you know what? Let me just check with Good for a Good Day, because that's on this album already. I'm deciding if I like this more or the same. Okay. And I gave that an 8. I like this more. Like, it's just the phrasing was so unique and how they used the vocal lines. I think that's an 8.5. For me, this is honestly like Devil Caliber. Like, it's really, really, really good. It's really good. Just something about the way they used the different vocalists to create different tones. It's just, I don't know why. It sticks out to me. I loved it. Alright, on to Girlfriend. Here we go. Ooh. That's a very jazzy MIDI synth. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Ooh, the little ad-libs. Ooh, the rhythm switch. Yes. Ooh, a lot of sass in his verse. Or in his line. Oh, yes. Yo, they're using like a MIDI piano or organ or something, but they just like turned like the echo up on it and then like did some weird reverb stuff with it, and they're using it to play jazzy piano chords. Like, normally you'd hear a piano in a song like this. This is cool. And of course the funk bass with the little hits. Such smooth phrasing in the vocals. It's weird, I'm confused. Ooh. And of course the full instrumental swap again. I like this B section, I mean. I really like that phrasing. Also, lyrics relatable. You guys ever been in that situation? I mean, not where you have a girlfriend, obviously. I don't know, I'm kidding. But have you ever been in that situation where it's like, maybe not you're in a relationship, because if you're in a relationship, in my opinion, you probably shouldn't be looking at other people anyway. If that's the case, just get out of your relationship. But just in general, where you're like, you like think for some reason, like, you're like, nah, this person is like not right for me, and then you go, and then every interaction with them, you're like, wait a minute, why am I pushing them away like that? Like, clearly they are, but like, you just keep doing that for some reason. It's an interesting concept to cover in a song like this. I can't get over that MIDI piano or organ. Ooh, the double times. Top 5 Super Junior rap verses of all time? I don't know. I haven't been paying that close of attention to them. I don't want to do that video. That's a joke. Don't at me. I really like how this beat switched to a third section, like a C section. Because they had like an A and a B section. This is like the third completely distinct part of the song. And they switched from this weird MIDI thing I was talking about to real piano for this. His delivery is incredible here too. Ooh, I really like that low sound from him. Oh, that was so far forward in the mix. Yo, I think Yesung might be my bias because, like, assuming these line breakdowns are all right, I still can't recognize his voice every time, but listen to how he comes in here. So this whole time, the vocalists have been in the front of the mix. Definitely, the focus is on them. But listen to how far ahead of everything else in the entire song this is. Oh, they're keeping everybody up there now. Woo! Nice guitar chords. Ooh, yes! Oh, it's so good! Oh, it's so good! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Hold up! I need to hear a little bit of Me and You really quick. Yep, it's a 10. It's a 10. Girlfriend's a 10. Actually, might need to move. Might need to move Me and You down to a 9, I think. Actually, I don't think I like it more than Black Suit, now that I just listened to it a little bit again. I do like it, and I think the lyrics pushed it a little bit, but I don't think they pushed it above Black Suit, to be honest, because Black Suit's lyrics were really cool as well. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think this is a 10. So, for me. Yeah, on to Hug. Hug, hug, hug. Pretty delivery. I like the two-person harmony on that. Ooh. Is that a string I just heard as well? This is pretty. Ooh. His vocals are very strong on this song. I don't like that key change. That's okay though, the vocals. Oh. The only one that will not change is you and me, us. That harmony sounded good. I gotta hear that again. Hold up. Ooh. Yeah, I think he's my bias. Oh, he just popped up there. That was pretty. That is a pretty song. That song is like a vocal showcase piece. This is like, it's literally just them saying, hey, let's write a song. And everybody is gonna sound so good, and so unique, and we're gonna give everybody lines to show off their unique color of their voice, and then they're gonna build some really interesting harmonies with it. And it's a really pretty song. So the instrumental, I'm rough. You guys know I'm rough on instrumental choruses in particular. The chorus instrumentals are usually in ballads. Usually chorus instrumentals are the worst or like the roughest for me. They just are. It's like, it just is. That said, this one, pretty far from the worst offender, I think. Not too bad. Not incredible instrumentally, but it was incredible vocally. And I can totally forgive the instrumental being forgettable. It wasn't, at no point during the song was I like, ooh, I hate that. I was just like, yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Okay, yeah, I can see that happening. So, you know, not gonna harp on it too much though. But holy vocal tone, the unique colors of their voices show, I think, more in this song than any song I've heard so far from Super Junior. In any form. Like, just as far as establishing every person that's singing sounding so unique and singing in a way that is good for their unique sound. Cool to write a song and do that. Props. That is awesome. Man. You know what? I'm feeling like I like these more than I thought. I think these are 8s. I think this is an 8.5. I like this as much as the Lucky Ones. Because this song does things vocally that Lucky Ones does not do. And it's really, really pretty. This album's gonna have a stupid high score, unless the rest of these fall real flat, which I don't expect them to, but, like, I'm just saying, I am very, very high on Hug. Very, very high on Hug. Which shocks me because, like I said, the instrumental's not something I typically like. But the vocals are so far forward in the mix, too. I think that's part of it. Is, like, they have the instrumental there, but then they just, like, instrumental, 30% volume. Vocals, 70% volume. Alright, the instrumental is here. Don't worry about it, though. It just sets up the framework for it. Like I said, these are subject to change. I'll double-check some scores and stuff at the end, but here we go. Time to spin up. Time to go to spin up. Here we go. Alright. This is gonna be another disco-y, dancey track. Ooh. See how this rabbit goes crazy in front of carrots. Hold on, I like that switch up. I just shout out to that lyric. That's fun. Ooh, the vocal. Cool. This is groovy for sure. Shindong is low-key a gangster, by the way. I've noticed in a couple of songs. He's got real hip-hop voice, like his ad-lib, like, speaking. He just does. Alright, I don't want to hear this chorus the same way again after this. If I do, it's going to be a problem. I think that I can forgive this. It's pretty good, but this is pretty. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like that instrumental switch up. They just went big band on me real quick. Nice, like, brass. Okay, so the ad-libs are nice for the chorus this time. I still wish they would have done something to this chorus. I do like it. But how much? That's the question, right? That's always the question. Oh boy. Spin up. Where are we sitting on some of these? I'm gonna have to recheck some of these. Do I really have that many 8s and 8.5s? I don't know. Let's think about this. I don't like it as much as Magic. I can already tell you right now. It's not Magic Dorothy level. So, but I also don't think I dislike it as much as I had a problem with Scene Stealer. Hold up. Actually, I don't dislike Scene Stealer that much. Oh yeah, Scene Stealer was weird because I really liked most of it, and then I hated the chorus in the other part. See, this song, I don't love any part of it, but I also don't hate any. I also don't hate any part of it. I think 6.5 is a fair score for this one, for how I feel about it. Actually, I think sitting at the same level, completely different reasons. Like Scene Stealer's like incredible garbage, incredible garbage, incredible garbage, 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 and then incredible. Whereas this song is like, yeah, it's aight. It's aight. It's aight. Ooh, that was cool. It's not as cool. It's aight. It's aight. So yeah, I think 6.5 is a pretty solid spot for that one. I feel justified in that. Alright, Too Late. It's too late. We got 3 songs left. Let's go. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like the echo on his voice. I like how this instrumental is building so far. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. Ooh, this use of strings is nice. Very far back, but very pretty. That's my favorite chorus so far. I don't know if this will be my favorite song. I don't think it will be. It's very good, but that is by far the best chorus so far that they've had, I think. Well, unless you count Super Duper, which I don't, because that whole song was just a weird... I'm not even going to try to apply normal song structure to that song. It was just incredible, whatever on earth it was. But this song, this chorus, it doesn't come in for over a minute, which is what you want. Normally, like, on a song like this, I really appreciate them giving respect to the instrumental and building it slowly. I was at like 120, I believe. And then they give the chorus. It's not a double chorus. They just give the chorus once, and the chorus is actually building too, which is cool. The instrumental changed a little bit for the chorus, which is cool. And then they go right back into what they were doing before the chorus, which is just letting the vocals shine. Ooh, the jazzy subtones on the voice. Ooh. Oh, that's a pretty harmony. The way those strings come in. And they have someone completely different sing the chorus, right? I believe. Cool. So, because each of Super Junior's members has such a unique tone and color to their voice, having somebody else sing the chorus, like, I think if they did that on the songs where I don't like the chorus or the chorus doesn't change, If they just had, like, okay, these two people are normally singing the chorus. If they just split it up and had somebody else do it, I think that would solve a lot of the chorus problems I have. I like this. I like the bass actually coming in, the stronger, like, piano bass chord. Ooh, that was a pretty... Ooh, did we just resolve down, boy? Hold up, listen to the instrumental real quick. They just gained a whole point, not even half a point, an entire point, 2 whole levels for that. The ad-libs too. Okay. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. Did we just get another 10? How many is that? Is that 3 on this album? Can I even think of something to complain about this song? I don't think I have a single complaint about the song. The chorus, not too long. They built up to it and earned it. They used it as a cool transition point. And I did not hear the entire 3:30. I heard that chorus, 3 or 4 times? I think it was 3 times only. And not a single time did it sound the same. The second time it was sung by a completely different person, and they added a little bit to the instrumental, not a lot. Maybe it was like 1 string or like a tiny percussion that they added. And then the third time was after that super beautiful resolution down at the end of that descending piano line. And then they added the chorus, but it's in a completely different key that they resolved to. So it had a whole different flavor and vibe to it. And they added crazy ad-libs all over the place, so it almost didn't even feel like the same chorus. Wow, the color of their voices in this was incredible. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's another 10. It's another freaking 10. Here we go. We got 2 more songs. This album is it's a big hits for me. Holy. All right. I do. And then we got Lo Siento again. Well, the card version. It's very, kind of an echoey so far. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I like this. I like this so far. I like how it cuts between sections. I like this a lot. It's just pretty. Ooh. I like what the instrumental did there. A lot. I like what it's doing here a lot too. Nice ad-libs. Wow, cool. That is a that is a gorgeous song, actually. It's not just pretty, it's gorgeous. I like it. I think that's honestly, it's honestly a 7 for me. It's a 7 for me because I don't like it as much as Magic, which kind of become the gatekeeper this episode from last week. But I do like it. I really do. I like it as, hold up. I gotta hear a little bit of Magic, okay? Just a little bit of Magic. Oh no, I don't like it as much as Magic. I do like it, but not that much. Yeah, I think 7 is where I feel good about that one, actually, for sure. Yeah. I think 7 is where I feel comfortable with I Do, for sure. It is a pretty song with pretty lyrics. The lyrics help it. Once again, this is going to be a situation where maybe this is a 6.5 with a plus 0.5 to lyrics. I don't know. Maybe it would have been a 7 anyway. It's close. But it is good. It is good, for sure. I did like it. I will definitely listen to it again. The instrumental got a bit... It wasn't anything incredible most of the time. The breaks, like the breakdown, and then like the bridges, and then one of the verses had a really interesting thing it did with the instrumental. But the chorus and like most of the verses, the instrumental was pretty... it's okay. That's how I feel about I Do. Alright. On to Lo Siento featuring Card. I definitely have heard this, by the way, as well. I already have reactions to a live version and just the song before the live version. Now I get to look at the English lyrics. But I already looked at... Well, I get to see the English lyrics of Somin and Jiwoo's parts, I guess. Please allow me to exalt you. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Kiss you one more time. Lo siento. 이제서야 너를 찾아냈어. Lo siento, lo siento. 내 눈만 봐. Don't push it now, no rush 널 흐르는 대로 맡겨. 지금 널 안고 몸부터 마무리가. Lo siento. 지금 우릴 뒤흔든 situation. Situation is shaking us now. 너라는 유혹 뜨거운 액션. 원한 난 나. I like that phrase. That's a really really hot phrase actually that she sung there. The answer is you. It's like what? I really like that phrasing. Oh, so man, get it. Oh, so man. Ah, this is my. Here's the thing. To those of you who don't watch my card reactions, I very much like Somin. I very much like her voice. I very much like everything about her, including her face. And Yesung is quickly becoming probably my bias in Super Junior. So to hear this duet makes my soul jump a little. My heart, yes, it makes my soul jump. It makes my heart jump. Look only in my eyes. Yes, ma'am. I will look into your eyes infinitely, Sumin. I think I'm gonna end up not liking the song quite as much as the Leslie Grace version, though. I do like it a lot, but not as much. Oh. Okay. Ooh, this verse. Oh, so man. Ooh, the ad-lib from Jiwoo as well. This whisper verse. Okay. Before I do anything else, I need to look at these lyrics and compare them to Leslie Grace's verse lyrics. This is important to me. So at like 2:30-ish, I need to see if they're different lyrics. This is wrong, but I cannot stop. I know there's no reverse. Yesung. Their harmony is really tight there. I need to find more of Leslie Grace parts. Yeah, it seems like they're different. They're different words. That's what. If they had the exact same lyrics but in Korean, I might not even score this song. I don't know how I would feel on that, but they are different. That's what I wanted to make sure before I even give it a score. Wow. I'm trying not to let my infatuation with Somin color this too much, but it's going to inevitably. I actually think she sounds better with Yesung than Leslie Grace does. And that's not a bias thing. I actually just think their voices match better. But I think, like, obviously, the song is written, like, literally the chorus is Lo Siento. And so, it's, like, clearly a Latin flair song. And so, part of me wants to just by default, give the Leslie Grace version because it sounds more natural when she sings Lo Siento, which is like the actual point of the song, right? I'm sorry. So that's kind of where my impasse is here. And coming into this, I had a preconceived notion that I would just like the Leslie Grace version more because it's the original language, and generally I tend to like those more. But the problem is, now that I know that they're different words, and I looked at the words, I think I prefer these lyrics. I think these lyrics are actually better. I think they're more hot. Like they definitely fit. The lyrics themselves fit the vibe of the song better. But the actual delivery is not quite as good, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to give it the same score. This one might be controversial because I know I said previously that if it's the same song in a different language, that I wouldn't score it probably. But the problem is, this isn't the same song. It's a completely different artist with a completely different verse written with completely different lyrics for their verses. So the way I see it, like they're both just features and you swap a feature. It's almost like a remix of a song. So I'm going to score this the exact same. Now I need to just double check that I don't have any of these that I need to change. So the main one is I need to check one more chance to see if I really like it as much as I remember. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, this guitar does get a little repetitive, actually. Okay. I do really like that song. I think I'm going to move it to a 7.5. I think, because I really, really like a lot of these. Really, 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 really like them. And I don't think I like it quite as much. Let me just double check good day for a good day. I do like this instrumental a lot. Does this score need to go up? Okay, no, because this chorus, actually. Okay, I think 8 is fair for that. Man, Runaway I want to like so bad, but I just can't. It's like, this is the one that I think is going to make people the most mad, other than me actually scoring this one at all. But if anything, I'm sorry to anybody who really loves this song. I agree with you that it is a well-written, well-produced, well-delivered song. I just happen to, like, really despise the way it sounds. To the point where I'm not even going to go play a clip of it again. I just know I don't want to hear it anymore. But, like, I noticed things that were so cool about it that I can't give it a 5. Like, it has to be at least 5.5. But I don't like it as much, anywhere as much as Scene Stealer. So that's where I'm in a weird spot with that song. The Lucky Ones, let me just check that really quick again. I need to compare that to Devil. I don't know. This might actually be an 8. I don't think I like Lucky Ones more than Lo Siento. Either version. But I do like it a lot. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to sit on this one. A Hug is definitely an 8.5. Alright, time to add our scores together. Apologies, I swear someday I will make a spreadsheet. Maybe it'll be at the very end of this, who knows. But right now we're doing it this way, baby. With Windows Calculator. Yay! 8 for Lo Siento, plus 9 for Black Suit, plus 6.5 for Scene Stealer. Why'd you have to have that stupid chorus, Scene Stealer? You were so good before that. 9, Me and You. 7.5 for One More Chance. 8 for Good Day for a Good Day. 5.5 for Runaway. I'm sorry about that one. That one's gonna sting some people, I think. Super Duper, because for the first time I don't have a good reason to dislike a song that much. Plus 8 for Lucky Ones. The Lucky Ones, excuse me. Right, that's where I'm at. 5.5 plus 10 plus 8. Plus 10 for Girlfriend. That song is incredible. Cool lyrics. Plus 8.5 for A Hug. A Hug for Hug. Plus 6.5 for Spin Up. I mean, Spin Up! Because it has an exclamation point. Sorry, my mic is closer than normal. So, yeah. Plus 10 for Too Late. Plus 7 for I Do. Plus 8 for Lo Siento featuring Card. Equals. Alright, let's see. Just double check. 8, 9, 6, 5, 9, 7.5, 8, 5.5, 10, excuse me. 8, 10. Apologies, I would take that out of a normal video, like a sneeze like that, but I don't want to scrub this far into this long of a video for it, so my bad. 6.5, 10, 7, and 8. Okay, so our total points is 121.5. We're going to divide that by... there were 15 songs on the album. I'm going to make sure I get it right, obviously. That would be unfortunate if I did not. Through this, I'm just clicking on it. Okay. 15 songs. Just wanted to make sure, you know? Did I already hit the divided by button? 8.1. There we go, baby. That's our final score. It's an even 8.1, actually. Shockingly. There we go. 8.1. Man, I liked a lot of this album. Lo Siento's incredible. I'm sorry. Mainly my takeaway is Black Suit's real good. Me and You's real good. Lo Siento's real good. Good Day for a Good Day is real good. Lucky One's real good. Super Duper is one of the most fun songs I've ever heard in my entire life. Forget genres of music or Super Junior or K-pop. Like, just music. Everything I've ever heard in my life. Beautiful song I will listen to on repeat over and over again. Girlfriend, 10. Incredible lyrics. Very, very well sung. Cool vocal textures. Hug, very good. Spin Up, it's alright. I'll probably listen to it again. Too Late. Definitely incredible, beautiful. I love it. 7 for I Do. Pretty song. I wish it did something else instrumentally. And another 8 for Lo Siento, which, once again, I'm only scoring it because it's featuring a different artist and the lyrics were different. So, in the future, if there's a different artist with the same version of the song and the lyrics are different, that will definitely be scored. So just going forward in every greatest album of all time. Guys, let me know what you thought of the lyric videos. I'm gonna stick with it anyway, but I guess give feedback. If you hate it, then I'm sorry. Just put it on in the background. Don't look at it. Pretend I'm not using lyric videos. I definitely apologize for that whole lyric snafu. I wish I would have just thought of it on day 1 of the series, but I didn't, so here we are. Like I said, I will start filming reactions to the lyrics of the songs that I've already done. I don't want to promise a timeline for those, just know that they are coming. And, yeah, overall, this album was really good. Super Junior, man, they're so good. I love so much of their music. They have so many different flavors and textures. They're also vocally talented. Heechul got me shook with the rap this time. And Yesung is probably my bias after this. Just listening to his voice is incredible. Also, apologies for Somin coloring my opinion of this song. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Be sure to leave in the comments below what you thought of this. If there are any glaring issues you notice with the lyric videos that I use, let me know. Like I said, I will link the description. I will have the playlist that I use so you can actually see all of the lyric videos that I use, so you don't have to go find them yourself. But yeah, let me know if there's anything glaring that you noticed, like drastically different lyrics or line breakdowns. And if you have a better source, like one channel that you know makes the best lyric breakdowns or something, let me know so that I can use it in the future. And then, of course, always let me know which tracks did you hate my rating for. If you think Runaway is a 10 out of 10, you are justified in that. That was the weirdest score I've ever given in this series, and maybe the weirdest score I ever give in this series, because, like, it's such a technically well-written song and well-performed song, but I actually don't like the sound of it. Like, it makes me viscerally angry to listen to. So apologies if you love that song, but also you're totally justified, because if I was a different human being, I would give it a 10. But like, I can't listen to it. I hope I never hear it again. Anyway, let me know which ratings you totally agreed with, which ones you think I'm an idiot for, and thank you guys so much for the continued support. I'm gonna keep up the Super Junior reactions, of course, and all the other reactions. Guys, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and please remember to stay newbie.